I'm gonna take this notebook into a 5-star celebrity restaurant and act like a food critic to see if they treat me any differently. They sat me down immediately and had water waiting for me. Right away, I took out the notebook for the waiter to see and started my critiquing process. I think it was working because I was getting pointed out by their staff. I then placed my order. May I please do the chicken Milanese? And they brought out the food so fast. It has to be because of the notebook. I have never tasted anything this delicious before in my entire life. Does it always taste like this? Or is it because I have the notebook? I think I see the manager talking to the chef. I started taking detailed notes and was about to ask for the check until the manager walked up to me and said this.
We have a surprise for you.
You have a surprise for me?
Our famous lobster golden pizza.
I couldn't believe my eyes. And then they sent out every single dessert on the menu. After this incredible meal, the waiter dropped off the check and it was completely free. The other day I was wondering, what actually happens to your poop after you flush it? Well, I have nothing better to do, so let's find out. I started by grabbing an AirTag and making an apple smoothie. Get it? Anyways, I drank the smoothie and waited until it was time. This AirTag was about to embark on a journey it did not know was possible. It was now time to track it. This thing was traveling way faster than I expected. It has to be moving through the pipes or something. I followed it around LA until I ended up here. And just as I was about to give up, I realized it never left my body. I was tracking myself all day. Bruh. I'm the first YouTuber to get their own official drink at Starbucks. The other day I ordered at Starbucks and they told me that this was my 10,000th drink order, which puts me in their top 100 customers in the world. Perfect! I've tried every syrup, every type of milk, every topping. I even call myself the Starbucks King. And I have confidence that this is the best drink ever. So I emailed Starbucks to see if they would give me my own drink on the menu. And after waiting what felt like forever, I got an email and it read,
Dear Topper, we would love to give you your own drink at Starbucks, but you must have 20 million subscribers first.
subscribe! I just took the biggest risk of my life. This year I got a Coachella ticket, but didn't have a place to stay. So my plan, just like I've done successfully before, I'll be asking millionaires at Coachella if I can stay with them. Hi, can I stay with you just for Coachella? No. This was brutal because it was so hot outside. No. I was now wondering once again if the word yes even still existed.
No, absolutely not.
Until this house. Can I stay with you for Coachella weekend? Is that a yes? I think so. Voldemort's house was actually very nice. And there was lots of fun activities to do. It had a basketball court, a golf course, it even had a pool. Shout out Voldemort, because this was the best weekend ever. I can't believe nobody noticed. I was able to fake my way into getting service at a restaurant wearing no shirt and no shoes. So today, I'm gonna see if I can get service with no pants. Yup, you heard me right. The plan was simple. I reached out to a professional body paint artist and she gave me specific instructions to pull this off. After hours of being a professional mannequin and $30,000 later, it really looked like I was wearing pants. Let's see if this works. So far, so good. I ate at the restaurant and nobody noticed that my pants were painted on. It actually worked and I had no problem. I just got banned from Disneyland. Let me explain. As you guys know, I am trying to reach 20 million subscribers, and I have tried some absolutely crazy things to do so. Disneyland's maximum capacity is 5 million people, and strange enough, that's how many subscribers I am away from 20 million. So I knew what I had to do. I went to Disneyland with all my friends, and we all wore shirts telling people to subscribe to Topper Guild. But that wasn't working, so I tried to get more attention by yelling, "Subscribe to Topper Guild!" But the subscriber growth was still too slow. I was starting to give up, but then it hit me. I put subscribe to Topper Guild where everybody at Disneyland could see it. It was working. I was gaining thousands of subscribers a minute until this happened. They kicked me out, and how many wood boards can me and my dad get through? Bruh. That's one. Yeah, too easy. 2 boards. Yeah. 4 boards. Yeah. 7 boards. Oh, yo, this is getting harder. Oh, I did that better than you. 10 boards. 12 boards. All right. Oh, let's go. You can't get through it. For the win. Yeah, let's go. I'm about to break a world record. This is 1 basketball, and this is 10. The 10-ball 30-pointer. This was my first attempt. The balls weigh over 50 pounds and stand at over 8 feet tall. There's no way I could give up on this challenge. I was prepared to be here all day, all night, however long it would take. The one thing I knew is that I was going to be a world record holder. I don't care if I'm 80 by the time I'm done here. This was my 20th attempt. I kept trying and trying and trying, and on my last shot, if I make this, everyone has to subscribe.
Oh! No, that has to count!
There's no way this is true. Why does every toothpaste commercial say,
#1 brand recommended by dentists?
there's a million dentist recommended toothpaste? How can we trust them? Today my goal is simple. To walk into every single dentist office I can find and find out which is truly the most dentist recommended toothpaste.
Sensodyne. Okay.
This was going pretty well so far. I went dentist to dentist to dentist and received different responses.
What toothpaste do I get?
After hours of traveling, I ran out of dentists in Los Angeles. So, of course, I took to the streets to get some more data. I asked people in the toothpaste sections of stores.
Hi, what type of toothpaste do you recommend? I use Sensodyne.
And even found a guy whose brother was a dentist.
Colgate? Yeah.
Perfect, thank you so much. And finally got the answer that Crest was the most dentists recommended. Is it possible to draw a dotted circle? I doubt it, but I'm not gonna stop until my dotted circle looks like this. My first attempt looked like this.
An eggplant.
Just like it's impossible to draw a dotted circle, it's impossible to like and subscribe at the same time. After trying every way I could think of to draw a perfect dotted circle, and I mean literally every way, it still wasn't looking good. So I did my research and saw
It's all in the pressure.
I had to apply the perfect amount of pressure and rotate my arm like a clock. This was actually so close. Before I mastered my dotted circle, I had to challenge my friends. So I showed them the technique, and we got to work. Brandon tried. Tori tried. Joe tried.
What is that? That looks like the dirty bubble.
Shutters was so close. But finally, I won.
Where is it? Where is it? Is that one of your balls? No, I don't feel anything. Oh! Oh! You have it? Wait, get it home. Oh my god, it's heavy. Yo, it's getting heavy. It's really heavy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, I'm going for it. Steven, here I come. Okay, okay. I can't feel anything. Wait, wait. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, okay, okay. You feel it? Yes, I have it. I have it. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Alright, Joe. Okay, I'm ready. Joe, you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Alright, go, go, go. Am I getting it? Am I getting it? Did it work? Is it good? I got it.
Today I got amazing news.
Chipotle is now giving golden burritos from their secret menu if you have a Chipotle burrito tattoo.
And this got me thinking. I've been able to fake my way into getting a free Subway for Life card and a $10,000 golden burger. So this should be a piece of cake. The plan was simple. I reached out to a professional body paint artist, explained to her exactly what I wanted, and paid her $10,000 for this realistic burrito tattoo. Then I found the nearest Chipotle, and it was time for the test. I waited nervously in line until it was my turn and asked,
I heard that if I have a Chipotle burrito tattoo like this one right here, I get a golden burrito. Is that true?
I was terrified while I was waiting. She was bringing out the manager to see if this was true. They then went to the back and came out with a special golden bag. And no way! It's a golden burrito! My girlfriend Hannah has been acting really suspicious recently, and I think she might be cheating on me. So I am going to use this AirTag to track her. As the day went on, I paid attention to her location, and then realized she was at another guy's house. I'm gonna have a word with this guy. Turns out, it was her grandpa's house. Oops. But as I kept looking at where she was going, I still had a feeling that I couldn't trust her. As the day went on, her location changed to Five Guys. There is no way I am letting my girlfriend hang out with multiple boys. Once I got to the location, I realized it was just the restaurant. But I still had a weird feeling. And that's when I saw she was headed to the park. So I had to see what was going on. And I saw her writing a letter. It had to be to her secret lover. And as she was leaving, she dropped the letter and didn't even notice. It was finally time to catch her. The letter read,
Dear Topper, I'm so sorry, but I have terrible news to confess. If everyone watching likes and subscribes, I'll tell you the truth.
This This was so weird. This is called a miracle berry. And when consumed, it temporarily changes your taste buds so that sour tastes sweet.
So today we're trying it out with the least sour to the most sour foods in the world.
After taking this miracle berry, these candies should turn out sweet. Up first, we have the green apple.
No way! This tastes like straight sugar!
Food number 2, the lime.
This tastes so sweet, it's still working!
Food number 3.
Extreme sour warheads. I got this. It literally tastes like candy!
And now for our last food item, the most sour of them all.
Toxic waste.
This is Prime, and this is Gatorade. Today we're gonna see which one of them will survive the highest drop. First we have 1 foot. No damage done to either drink. Now we have 5 feet. The Gatorade already has a pretty big dent. And the Prime looks a little beat up, but definitely in better shape. Time for 10 feet. Gatorade this time actually looks pretty good. There's still a big dent, but the Prime bottle completely ripped. This is way closer than I thought it was going to be. Now time for the biggest drop of them all. 20 feet. We have our winner by knockout, Prime! Is Starbucks a scam? My grandma and I love Frappuccinos, but they're super expensive. So today, I'm gonna make a $1 Frappuccino to see if it's better than the average one at Starbucks. Let's get frappin'. So first, I got the freshest milk I could find. Then I added chocolate syrup, some espresso, ice, and then some chocolate chips. And you can't forget 1 pound sugar.
Perfect!
It's time to put it to the test. I took my grandma to Starbucks and told her we were gonna try their new Frappuccino. But in reality, I disguised my drink to look exactly like a Starbucks Frappuccino. It's time to see which one is better.
Which one's better?
This is Disneyland.
And this is Universal.
The 2 most famous and popular amusement parks in the world. And today my goal is simple, to start some beef.
I heard that Universal's better than Disneyland. Do you guys think that's true? They can try as hard as they want. They're never gonna beat us.
The beef has begun.
I heard that Universal makes better drinks than Disneyland. Is that true?
No, we make the best.
Disneyland had some words to say about Universal, and their confidence was peaking.
This is gonna be hard to compete with.
Universal wasn't happy about that.
I don't care. I think we are better.
So Universal's better.
Absolutely.
They had their own opinions on Disneyland.
Drink-wise, honestly, Universal actually has some really good drinks.
Yeah?
I would also say they're more decently priced than Disney.
This has gone way past the small beef I was trying to start.
Disneyland says that they're way better than Universal. Is that true?
Never.
Do you guys think that's true?
What have I done? Which part do you think is better?
How many layers of bubble wrap does it take to stop a human being? Oh, that's 1! My dad is the test subject today. Let's see if he can get through 2 layers. Yeah, let's go! Oh my god! Oh, too easy! 5 layers. Oh, he got it. We now have 10 layers. You're gonna need some protection for this one. I don't think this is a good idea, Sean. Go for it. Oh, he got it. Let's go! 20 layers, Dad. You think you got it? You got me, Sean. Go for it. Oh, he's going. No!
This was a dumb idea. Today my goal is simple, to break the law and get arrested. Why? Because the other day I saw the most beautiful girl to walk this earth and she was a police officer. Obviously I asked for her number.
It's 911.
But there's no way I was gonna give up just yet. And that's when I realized the only way she was gonna give me the time of day was if I got arrested. I waited for her to check me out and jaywalked over to her.
I just jaywalked. Time to arrest me.
Honey, I don't arrest for jaywalking. But, here's a ticket.
It was time to step up my game even more. It's illegal to park within 10 feet of a fire hydrant. So I made my next move.
No, looks like you still have space.
Are you serious?
I have to figure this out. So as I was drinking water, I purposely littered. Yes, it's totally working.
I'm gonna need some backup.
Backup? Hey, what are you doing? No, I picked it up.
And that is why. Make me cry, win $100.
Once I was 2 and I came back from my dad's and then like my pet fish died and they had to flush him down the toilet.
Your videos, like every time I watch them, they make my day. I'm subscribed.
You're subscribed? You're not gonna make me cry, but here's $20. Make me cry and win $100.
You're never gonna hit 20 million subscribers on YouTube.
You know, here, just take the money. Dude, why does everybody say that? What happens when you bring a horse to a dog groomer? I want to get my dog groomed. They brought out the entire team and even the manager to debate this request.
It's because I
don't think they're certified.
But as I suspected, they rejected me. Pony was so crushed after being rejected that she wouldn't even have her favorite drink from Starbucks. So we went to the next pet groomer. And after another debate, Pony was defeated. We galloped confidently to our next groomer, the most fancy pet spa in LA, called Groom, Dog Care with Love. So I walked up and asked,
I'm looking to get my dog groomed.
What's the name?
This is Tulip. She's a big girl.
Okay, let me get the groomer.
it's time for the moment of truth.
So would you be open to grooming Tulip?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
It actually worked! Pony loved her bath, her haircut, and even her new French braid with the bow.
3, 2, 1. Okay, bro. Yo, you think you can do that blindfolded?
Easy.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here, throw this on.
Come on. You know who I am, bro?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, Ryan! Bro, that's already so impressive.
Too easy. Make it go faster.
You want it faster? All right, ready? I'm gonna hit it.
Let's go.
Oh my God, go! Oh my, bro, this is insane.
Let's go.
Woo! Oh, bro, that was a close one. Oh my God! Let's go!
How long does it take to bake cookies in a hot car? Today it is blistering hot and over 100 degrees outside. So I knew I had to test this out. Now we just sit in the car and wait.
How much longer?
It's barely been an hour and the cookies look like this and I look like this.
They're not even done cooking. What do we do to make the car hotter?
I have an idea.
This isn't gonna work!
After another 2 hours went by, the temperature in my car was only rising. And then it hit me. I don't even have to be in the car to see them cook. I was so hot that I started to hallucinate.
Subscribe to Topper Guild.
5 hours had now gone by, and it was time to check on the cookies.
All right, let's see how these look. Oh my gosh! They're actually super cooked!
Mission accomplished. I can't believe they didn't notice. My dad and I have been coming to this restaurant for as long as I can remember. And honestly, this place almost feels like home. But it's missing something. And that's when it hit us. All homes have family photos on the wall, but this one doesn't. So my dad and I paid a professional photographer $10,000 to take a beautiful photo of us. We then rushed to a photo printing lab and got the photo put on a beautiful canvas. We then went back to our usual spot, snuck in the photo, and did what we had to do. This place now really does feel like home. I can't believe this happened to me. The other day, I was at the park when I saw the cutest squirrel, and I needed to take a photo of it. As I reached for my phone, it fell out of my pocket right through the storm drain. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was crushed, but then realized I had to get my phone out of the drain. So I had to use my resources, my gum and my shoelace. As I tried to get the phone, the gum wasn't sticky enough, and the shoelace wasn't sturdy enough, so I needed to find some stronger support. Attempt number 2, the stick. After carefully lowering the now more so chewed gum, the stick wasn't long enough. So now for my final attempt. Finding a $5,000 magnet off the internet in hopes of getting my phone back. After I met up with the guy and got the magnet, I lowered it down and...
I got it!
It was totally working!
Oh, let's go!
I did it! But then realized that the magnet completely wiped the phone and it doesn't work anymore. Ben Azelart and I have beef. Let me explain. I checked my mail and saw that YouTube sent me my diamond play button. But when I read the back, it said,
Ben Azelart?
They sent me the wrong one. So I went to Ben's house to tell him that YouTube made a big mistake.
Ben, look, YouTube sent it. That's mine.
And that's when this happened.
What the? Oh.
So we both called YouTube and they said
they won't give me another one until I pass you in subscribers. That's not gonna happen.
I had to do whatever it would take. My first idea was to buy a Hollywood tour bus and drive all around LA telling people to
subscribe to Topper Guild.
After driving around for hours, my subscriber growth was still slow. I'm not gonna pass Ben at this rate, so I needed to go to my favorite place on earth to cheer me up. And then it hit me. I made a deal with the Transformers that they couldn't refuse.
You have a deal.
Subscribe to help me pass Ben. This was the worst celebration ever. The other day, I decided to throw myself a 16 million subscriber party. I started by making these invitations and mailing them out to all my friends. And then I went to the store to get all my favorite decorations for the party. This was gonna be lit. I needed everything to be perfect. Once I purchased all the decorations, I rented out the largest mansion I could find for my epic party. And then I started setting up. Everything was coming together so nicely. Now it was just time to wait for all my friends to show up and join the party. They had to be here any second. 3 hours went by and I was starting to rethink if anyone actually likes me. And I was starting to feel hopeless until my best friend showed up.
Hey, what's up, loser?
And that's why I never thought this was possible. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to dunk, but I've never been tall enough to. And that's when I got an idea to do some research and find out the secret to running faster and jumping higher. And that's when I found these shoes called Jumpman. I had to get my hands on a pair. Luckily, I found them at a shoe store close by and paid $10,000 for them. They even had this guy dunking on them. It was time to put them on and start stretching because there is a myth that stretching makes you taller. Let me tell you, some of these stretches were not easy. I think I pulled a hammy on that one. It was now time to put the Jumpmans to the test. So I ran at the hoop with my full force, jumped, and...
Oh, let's go!
I found these ridiculous coupons online and wanted to put them to the test starting at Starbucks.
I have a coupon that says if I give you a Croc, I get 2 free Starbucks drinks. Is that true?
I have never seen that coupon.
You've never seen it?
That's a dirty Croc too.
It's dirty?
This coupon could have actually worked if the Crocs were brand new. Time to move on to our next store, Dunkin' Donuts.
I have a coupon that says if I give you guys a free tire, then I get a free donut.
He had to show the coupon to the entire team. And it was totally valid. Now it's time for our final coupon, McDonald's.
I have a coupon that says if I give you a potato, I get french fries.
After the manager reviewed it, it totally worked. Have you ever wondered how much money it would cost to buy every single gumball in a gumball machine? Well, luckily, I have nothing better to do, so I'm gonna figure this out for everybody. Besides, how long could it take? I started in a great rhythm, quarter after quarter, making great progress. And before I knew it, I already had 20 gumballs. But after doing the same thing over and over, this became exhausting. I realized I was going to be here a while, but I wasn't going down. And after hours of hard work, I figured out it cost $189.50 for an entire gumball machine.
The world record for the longest kiss is 58 hours. And today, we're gonna break that.
Since I finally have a girlfriend, I was ready to take on this challenge and become the next world record holder. Everything was going perfect until we got hungry. It then became very obvious there was no way to drive and go get food like this. So we had our friend give us a ride. It was a little awkward, but we managed to get through it. We got to the restaurant and then ordered. But then we faced our next obstacle. How can we eat? So we just got a milkshake instead. So after this, we decided to go to the mall and do some shopping. And everybody and they mama was staring at us. And after walking around for what felt like forever, I got a call from my friends. They really wanted to go ice skating, and my girlfriend wasn't too happy about that. So I promised her I would get her some flowers after. Which probably wasn't the best idea. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you walked up to a millionaire's mansion and asked them to swim in their pool?
I'm asking millionaires if I can swim in their pool.
I'm not a millionaire, I'm a billionaire.
This house won't work.
After countless attempts,
Can I swim in your pool?
No.
No.
Heck no.
I was starting to question if the word yes still existed.
Can I please swim in your pool?
No.
Even at the drive-thru.
No.
To make things even worse, it started pouring rain. I almost gave up until this house.
Excuse me, wait, Jack? Topper? Can I swim in your pool?
I guess.
This is Jack, a 19-year-old who lives in a $10 million mansion in the Hollywood Hills. He even has a purple Lamborghini in his garage. After touring the house, I finally got to get into a millionaire's pool, and my mission was complete. This is the best day of the year.
Customers can visit their favorite 7-Eleven and come with their own cup to receive any Slurpee for just $1.99.
Slurpees are my favorite thing in the entire world. So I knew what I had to do. Buy the biggest cup I could possibly find and go to 7-Eleven to get my lifetime supply of Slurpees. As soon as we got into the store, the employee came up to us and said,
No question. Is it gonna leak on my floor?
No, it's not gonna leak, I promise.
it was time to get filled. This was so crazy that even the 7-Eleven employees were taking pictures of us. Filling the bathtub was taking a while, but luckily some random people decided to help us. And after filling it up for literally over an hour, it was time to pay.
How much is it? $2.18. Perfect.
So I carried the tub, loaded it into the truck, and brought it home for all my friends to enjoy. Today I am going to send Mr. Beast the first ever Mr. Beast chocolate bar fountain. But first, I've got to make one. So I went to the store and bought every single Mr. Beast bar I could find. I started by melting all the Beast chocolate down, and once they were all melted, it was time to pour it into the fountain.
It's working!
And now that the chocolate fountain is complete, I decided to make some treats for Mr. Beast. I made some chocolate covered strawberries, apples, more strawberries. Jimmy, I hope you enjoy these. Once they were all covered in chocolate, I had to put them in the freezer so they would all cool down. And after waiting what felt like forever, it's now time to send Mr. Beast the first ever Mr. Beast bar chocolate fountain covered fruit. I hope he appreciates this.